Hello everyone, welcome to ChrisFX. It has come to my awareness that many of you are looking for a strategy which identifies an Asian range and then is looking for a breakout or a fake out during the London session. Legit strategies are very hard to find out there, but after this gentleman right here requested me to do a strategy, to create a strategy, I created a free strategy for all of you out there that you can use in order to get advantage of the markets and come into the winning side in the end of the day, the week, or the month. Let's go ahead and begin with the rules of this strategy right now. In order for you to understand how the strategy works, how the rules work, it is important for us to be on the same page for you to understand which sessions we are referring to. The Tokyo session, which is the main Asian session, starts from 7 p.m. New York time always, so we are referring to UTC -5 right here, and it goes until 3 a.m. The London session starts at 3 a.m. and both of them overlap between 3 and 4 a.m. when it is actually the end of the Asian session. So since we have talked about this thing right here, which is very, very important, let's go ahead now and show the rules. First of all, what you are gonna be doing. You will be on the 5-minute time frame, and this is not necessary, but it is important that you are on a higher time frame in order to see also how the price moves. It is not absolutely necessary though. 5-minute time frame, you will go ahead and identify a range from. This is very, very important, guys. The range takes place at 1 a.m. New York time, and it is until 3 a.m. New York time. Okay, so you go ahead and you identify your range from 1 a.m. until 3 a.m. New York time. So pretty much until the end of the Asian session. Okay, when we say range, we are referring to the highest and the lowest points between those two, let's say, times, within this time frame. Okay, so you go ahead and you identify the highest and lowest points within this time frame. Let me go ahead and delete that so we make things a little bit more clear. And then of course we're gonna be showing a bunch of examples on how to enter. Okay, so let's assume that, as we said, 1 a.m. is exactly right here. Okay, 1 a.m. New York time is exactly right here. And then we do have 3. Okay, 3 a.m. New York time. Very nice. So this is the first rule. Identify the highest and the lowest point that price has made. Let's extend that a little bit to make things even clearer. Identify, let's suppose that price is coming down like that and has done something like that. Then your range, you will place a rectangle from the highest until the lowest points that have been created during this span, this time frame right here. So this is rule number 1. We have identified a range from 1 to 3 a.m. New York time. Fantastic. The highest and lowest points. Number 2, we are moving on to number 2. Okay, I will show you exactly first right here. Number 2. Wait. You will see, guys, this thing wins. Wait for the high or the low of the range to be taken. Okay, wait for the high or the low of the range to be taken. And let's assume right here we have moved into number 2 right here, and we continue, and let's assume that the low is taken. Okay, you can trade, it is a rule number 3, you can trade this strategy and wait for this breakout until 5 a.m. New York time. If you haven't gotten an entry until 5 a.m., then you will not enter the trade. Very important. So if price keeps doing that and hasn't broken above the high or below the low until 5 a.m. and it breaks afterwards, you will not look for what I'm gonna be showing you. Simple as that. So you have identified your range, number 1. Number 2, you're waiting for the high or the low of the range to be taken until the latest at 5 a.m. New York time. And of course, I will click and enter right here in order to save some space. Okay, so until here, it is the maximum that you can wait for your pattern to form. Now, as price will be approaching either towards the high or towards the low, what you will do when we break, as an example, when you break the low, as let's say as an example, let's assume that in this scenario we are breaking the low, you will be looking to see a pattern in order to buy this thing. If you go ahead and break the high first, you will consider that a liquidity sweep towards the high and you will be looking to short this thing. Simple as that. You will be going to the opposite direction. Okay, guys? So let's suppose in this occasion, for this example, and I'm going to show you a bunch of examples on the charts, that you go ahead and you break the low of the range. What are we doing in this occasion since we have broken the low of the range? We scale down to the 1 minute time frame. This is exactly what we are doing. Here, you scale down, since we have waited for the high or the low, to be taken to the 1 minute time frame, guys. You scale down, number 3, to the 1 minute time frame, okay? And what you are looking at, it is pretty simple. You are looking for some form of change of character. So you are looking for something like that. If the candlestick now closes back within the range, it is even preferable, even more preferable. But in any occasion, when you see that you will be waiting for a liquidity sweep on the 1 minute, this will be your liquidity sweep right here. Okay, the liquidity sweep has taken place exactly right here with this move. So you will not be entering with the first move that you will see. You will be waiting for the liquidity sweep to get those stop losses down here. And then once you have clear confirmation with clear bullish candlesticks, you have nothing else to look for. You can take the trade with a market execution, a stop loss below the low, and you can target either a 2-to-1 or the other side of the range. Personally, I would go ahead and target a 2-to-1 reward to risk. And the way we are trading with the trading signals, it doesn't matter which time of the day you are trading, because I am calling the trades with extremely high accuracy. As a matter of fact, we have had only one loss within the past 2 weeks. And before that, the same and the same and the same. We continue doing fantastic in the trading signals. You will see for yourselves if you join the signals or if you join my mentoring. If you don't learn or if those things do not apply, or if I don't have all of the recordings for months and months and months, year actually and more, then I'm gonna refund you. And this video is an absolute proof of the fact that if what I'm teaching is not working, and if you don't see it from the recordings, when you join, I am going to go ahead and refund you the full amount. And that being said, I am moving to another platform as well. Well, I'm still going to be using WOP, but you will be able to access my services from a brand new fantastic platform where I'm going to be doing also free analysis, not with my premium strategies, but I'm going to be giving you some teases and some areas that you can use as well. And you can subscribe there, and I'm going to have limited, huge discounts, absolutely huge discounts. I'm going to go live on Thursday, this Thursday, the 13th of February 2025, and I'm going to be announcing which platform it's going to be, and I'm going to be giving, for the first people who are going to be joining, I'm going to be giving an enormous discount. I'm talking about a discount of above 50% to my services, guys. That being said, now let's go ahead. Since we have talked about the strategy and the outlook of the strategy, I am going to go ahead now and take a screenshot with a snipping tool. It is exactly the same thing that you can do. You can pause the video, you can take a screenshot like that and save it like ChrisFX Asian London free strategy. Okay, and you can do that at any given time and have your precious screenshot. What I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be going on, I'm going to be moving forward. I'm not going to delete that, but I'm going to be going to the real charts and I'm going to be showing you exactly what you will be doing. Let's move on to the real charts and show some examples. So we will start with a beautiful example that takes place on the 4th of February 2025. As a matter of fact, today it is the 7th of February 2025. And I'm right before 1 a.m. Set your time zone to UTC-5 New York time so that you can go ahead and have the very same time zones with me. 1 a.m. is here and 3 a.m. is here, guys. Right here. You will now be going ahead and you will be identifying the highest and lowest points until 3 a.m. New York time. And as each low or high develops, I am highlighting it. Of course, you can come in front of your screen like 5 minutes before the strategy takes place. You don't need to do this whole thing. You can come in front of your screen at 2:50 or 2:55 and that's gonna do it. So I'm still highlighting the highest and the lowest points. And when I arrive at 3 a.m., I'm gonna go ahead and delete this line as well. So the highest point and the lowest point from 1 a.m. until 3 a.m. are those exact points right here. We can see our pattern and get activated into our strategy until 5 a.m. New York time, guys. We said that and you have to follow the rules exactly. Now what I'm gonna be doing when price will be approaching to either breaking the high or the low, I will scale down to the 1 minute time frame. One thing that you can do as well is place two horizontal lines by grabbing the line tool, the trend line tool, clicking on the chart, holding the shift button, extending it all the way to the right until 5 a.m., click again, and you have your straight horizontal line. I will be scaling down to the 1 minute time frame right here, and I'm gonna be showing you what you will be expecting, as we also saw with the beautiful template that I gave you at the beginning. Okay, again, we broke the low, so we are looking for longs only. We are never buying the first pullback, let's say. This is just one candlestick, but you will never go ahead and just buy. You will wait for what I showed you. And what I showed you is at least one liquidity sweep and then for sure a change of character. And if we close back in the range, it is absolutely fantastic. If we don't, we will still be taking the trade. So let's move forward and see. Beautiful. We have the liquidity sweep that we were expecting or we were looking for as per our rules. Now we will be waiting for this high to be broken necessarily because we want to see this change of character. Let's see if the high is taken. Otherwise, you will not be entering a trade, guys. Okay, the high now is absolutely taken. You can go ahead and take the trade instantly. Okay, you can go ahead. Since we changed character, we closed with a body of a candlestick above the high over here. So you can go ahead, place the stop loss right below the area, and then go ahead and target a 2-to-1 reward to risk. Some of you might want to go ahead and target the other side of the range. Personally, again, I would be going for a 2-to-1 reward to risk. But let's see if you would be targeting the other side of the range, if you would be hitting it. And guys, remember, you need to get activated into the trade before 5 a.m. The trade can play well after, you would be hitting it well after 5 a.m. There is no issue at all. Let's go ahead now and show another example. We are going on a Friday, the 31st of January 2025, and we start at 1 a.m. and until 3 a.m. I will be identifying my highest and lowest point. In this occasion, you can see that I have already done it just to save us some time. Until 5 a.m., you will be waiting for either the high to be broken or the low to be broken, and then you will be looking for what I told you in order to take the trade. So until the vertical line that I have here, you have to see your pattern. Let's see what we have over here. And you see, guys, we reached 5 a.m. Beautiful example. This is why I included this example. And we haven't broken either the high or the low. As per the rules of this strategy, you are not taking any trades. Of course, with my precious strategies, which I'm rocking it actually, with the best prop firms right here that you can find chrisfxoriginal.com/bestpropfirms. I have the links down in the description and in the comment section. You will see from my Telegram group that many people are getting payouts. Those who listen to me and they have become patient and they're waiting for my setups, they are getting payouts and they are getting funded in a single week, every single week. Let's proceed with the video. We are on the previous day now, Thursday the 30th of January 2025. 1 o'clock is exactly right here and I'm starting highlighting the highest and the lowest points until 3 a.m. New York time. And I'm going ahead, I will run that forward and I will just highlight the highest and the lowest points until there. And this vertical line is 5 a.m. Until then, we need to be activated in the trade, otherwise we are not trading it. 3 a.m. has arrived right here, and these are the highest and lowest points. And since this has arrived, I will scale down to the 1 minute time frame and I will try to see what I want to see, the pattern that I showed you. Again, you can go ahead and create two horizontal lines and stretch them all the way to the right. Okay, so that you don't need necessarily to have this gray box drawn. So we go ahead and proceed and we see that we have broken the high of the range. What are we expecting now, guys? We are expecting to short. But what have we said? We for sure wait for one liquidity sweep. We are not shorting the first situation on the 1 minute time frame. So let's go ahead. We have and proceed. We have our liquidity sweep right here. We are far away from 5 a.m. and here we proceed. You might go ahead and say that this is the price action that I want to see, but I wouldn't suggest that this is exactly what we talked about. Okay, I want to see a very clear break of a low. Mostly I had highlighted something like that. Of course, in this occasion, we cannot wait for this low to be broken, but this sideways price action does not really satisfy my needs. I will be waiting for a stronger situation. If instead of those candlesticks right here, we would have an impulsive candlestick like that, then I would have considered that to be a low right here. For sure, it is a low, a broken low, and if this would be my candlestick, I would be taking the trade here with a stop loss above this area. So I will be waiting a little bit and we will see what happens. Okay. We can see quite impulsive moves here. 5 a.m. hasn't arrived yet. We are very high now. And here as I see it, this is exactly what I was referring to. If we would be seeing this thing right here, breaking this low, I would be in the trade. So once I see this thing right here, I can go ahead and I can take the trade, believing that this is gonna be playing out. Now the stop loss can either go all the way up here or you can place it above this high. You can do it above this high to save yourselves some ticks if you want. I will be targeting a fixed 2-to-1 reward to risk. Let's go ahead and see how this plays out. And absolutely perfect, it plays out in a perfect way. And now you will say, Chris, you manipulated your strategy. I will tell you something, guys. I'm trying to teach you something. Let's assume that I didn't manipulate the strategy, and let's assume that this is the first liquidity grab and that you enter the trade after this low is being broken, okay, with the body of a candlestick. There you go. You would be entering here. Let's do it like that with a stop loss above the area, and you would be going for a 2-to-1 reward to risk. So let's see if I'm manipulating something. Well, you see that you would still be winning the trade. I'm trying to save you from scenarios where if you don't pay attention to price action, you will not be able to manage things. It would be preferable in this occasion to wait for this impulsive candlestick, this price action, even though it worked, I didn't like it at all, okay? Again, you can go ahead and target a 2-to-1 or you can go ahead and target the other side of the range, which would have been hit for a 4.7-to-1, and from this trade that I showed you over here, you would have hit a 3.5-to-1 reward to risk. So now let's go ahead a day before that even, so I'm not manipulating the days, and see if the strategy still works, guys. And we are right here on the 29th of January 2025, and we will begin at 1 a.m. New York time, and 1 a.m. is exactly right. One more 5-minute candlestick, and we are exactly right here. This is quite a large candlestick, admittedly. Highest and lowest points. We will go ahead and highlight the highest and lowest points until 3 a.m. from 1 to 3 a.m. New York time, and we can get activated into the trade until 5 and including 5 a.m. New York time. Again, you can do the trick with the horizontal lines as I taught you beforehand. And let's proceed a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead when we arrive close to the area, and I'm gonna highlight the highest and lowest points. So those are the highest and the lowest points exactly right here. We still haven't reached 3 a.m. One moment, we need 2 more candlesticks. 2 more candlesticks, and we have the highest and the lowest point. We scale down to the 1-minute time frame. Of course, you can highlight this whole thing on the 1-minute time frame. It doesn't matter. I just prefer to have an outlook of the market with those mechanical strategies. Let's see, do we break above or below? We broke above the range first, so we are looking to short. We are looking to go the other way. If we break above the range, we are looking to short. If we first break below the range, we are looking to long. But what did I say, guys? What did I say? We are waiting for a break, a move, and a liquidity sweep and another move in order to consider entering. And you see, I'm not cherry picking any of the days. Those things will work again and again. So let's go ahead now and see. We will be waiting, of course, for this high to be taken. At least one liquidity sweep and clear price action. So you wouldn't be entering the trade. This is taken now. If I see some strong move, I'm gonna be entering the trade, and this is my strong move. There's no question about that. I can even enter the trade exactly right here. I think this would be fine to enter the trade down here and not above that. This is the best case scenario. So let's see, a 2-to-1 reward to risk would be that. And as we said, you can let the trade play after 5 a.m. What time is it? Okay, absolutely fantastic, no issue at all. 5 a.m. is here, and you would have hit your target at 8 a.m. New York time. This is absolutely spectacular. You can enter your trade easily, and you can place your stop loss, set your target, and leave your house. It is as simple as that. You don't need to monitor the trade at all, guys. So these are 3 fantastic examples that I showed you right here. If you want to go ahead and learn the real deal, I will go ahead now and show the rules once again in order to end this video. As we said it, I didn't manipulate anything. This strategy works like a charm, and most importantly, it is a free strategy for those of you who cannot afford further education. Now, if you are serious about your trading and you cannot afford $69 or $199 for a mentoring, then I don't know what to tell you. What I can tell you, if you cannot afford it, for sure, don't pay those scammers that have PDF files and they're sharing just screenshots from winning signals. I have all of the lives available for you to watch. And if what I'm doing is not working, you use this video for money back guarantee, and WOP or the new platform, I'm gonna make sure first to give you back every single penny. Okay, guys? So go ahead and subscribe, especially in the one-on-one mentoring. You can do 1 hour. I send you the recording and the material, and you learn for a lifetime. And if you want to see me trading live every single day of the week, the trading signals are there, and my academy is there as well. I want a favor from you guys. Turn on the notifications bell when you subscribe to this channel, or if you are already subscribed, click down at the notifications bell and then click to all notifications. Otherwise, you will not be receiving any notifications when I'm uploading a video. Hopefully you liked this strategy, and tell me what other strategy you want me to make for this free YouTube channel of very valuable educational content. This is gonna do it for today, traders, and thank you all for watching. Until next time.